I was in the middle of my and about the Giants and Dodgers. There was controversy at the end of the game last night. Biggie says, I haven't seen the controversial play. I said, well, let me tell you something. And
I've seen.
there it goes.
Hey,
I've got some things I need to.
if I've ever seen a check switch,
What? I see that's how I rank. I see that's what he did. Now,
Yeah.
I will say this. He just offered me, this was so nice. I'm off Celsius. All right. I mentioned this yesterday. Now we're 24 hours.
Day 2?
Day 2, no Celsius. Difficult,
I was hoping you'd break.
tough journey.
I
Tough
could
life
tell
journey.
when you came in, though. You were
Yep.
testy.
Lethargic, testy, all those
You and
things.
Chris Demm had a testy moment where I'm always like the kid who's and you doing a little pre-show recording, and I'm always like the kid in the parent argument, sitting here. You want to do it again? I'll just do my part. Well, I don't mind staying. I'll help you if you want to do it again. No, it's not you. It's me. I'll do my part. And I'm like, please don't hit me. Please don't take it out on me, Mom and Dad.
No, that's how. That's poor.
We're not the type of parents to buy you anything.
No,
No.
we're not going to
To
do
buy
that.
your affection.
No, so I could tell right then. It was like, he's still off Celsius.
Oh, I am. And so Chris Demm left the room, and Biggie said, "Can I give you just a spoonful or a lick of my Alani Nu?
Just a sip.
Just a sip. Why don't here's some Alani Nu for you. Why don't you take that?"
Take a shot glass.
Well, and I'll tell you
Little
this:
in.
you
I
could tell
refuse.
he considered.
I did. I didn't know how much that Celsius meant in my life. And my son, yesterday when I got home, I told my wife, "That's it. I'm off Celsius." I had seen an interview with Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
I'd also gotten a woman in my face at the Ideal Home Show and a physician's email. And those three things convinced me, all right, I'm off this chemical
Yeah.
drink that I've been enjoying very much. And so my wife said, well, I guess this will be the last batch of Celsius then. We're not going to buy it anymore. And my son said, you can't do that to me.
Oh, he heard it?
Oh, he was right there.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that to me. And I said, well, if you limit it to just one. And my wife shot me an eye like, we're not going to have them in here.
Oh, boy.
But I feel like one a day is okay
Yeah.
for him. You know, he likes it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's better than, like you said, it's better than Mountain Dew, you know, according to your nutritionist.
And you know,
Sorry.
I was going to say I started trying to do some research on these energy drinks because now it's like energy drinks with no sugar.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, every website is so, to me, misleading or confusing because it's just an ad for a different one.
Yeah.
When you find these websites, it's like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking this. You should be drinking this.
Yeah.
And it's just like one long ad for another type of energy drink that's around now.
My question, Kelly, your boy's 16. At what point in his day does he drink the energy drink?
Before school. He drinks it.
So that's his caffeine jolt.
So a little like a cup of coffee.
I was going to say, it is like a cup of
It
coffee,
is.
though.
It's a caffeine jolt for him, gets him through.
The coffee has fewer things in it.
It does.
If he was drinking black coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better for him. Coffee
Yeah.
is better. My rule on this is it's too good to be good for you. It's so good and gives you such a burst. It can't be the right thing. You know what I mean? I'll tell you something else. Well, already a couple of P1s have emailed to say get back on the Celsius. They said I was off yesterday.
Wow.
Immediately.
Just one program.
Yeah, get back on the Celsius. Rusty, our fact checker, says push through now. Give it your best. Bring your A game today. Don't take Friday off. And if you must, get back on.
Get on the juice.
In case you've already given in and downed an energy drink or two, it's Friday. Allow yourself. The weekend is starting. Yeah, expectations of this P1 is low already.
Okay.
Just try to meet my expectations. Power through. That's Rusty. P1 Demmer. And he was saying, he was giving me that. And then White Bread says, and this will go to your Biggie's Halloween reviews. Yesterday in Garbage Time, Biggie did the original Halloween, 1978, and gave it 10 pumpkins out of 10. That's probably the best on your list so far, I would say. You gave Hellraiser 10, but...
That was kind of a fun 10. Yeah.
So, Halloween 1978, the classic. White Bread writes in and says, I just finished watching Halloween Kills.
Ooh. Okay.
He's got it on Peacock, I guess, which is out today. And he says, I thought it was a good, solid film. Definitely worth the stream on Peacock. Very graphic, on par with the originals. Unfortunately for Kelly, no teen sex, no nudity. That's a disappointment. That's, I like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shot at you, too.
Yeah, it is. That's two things going on there. He's taking a little bit. Now, I like, these good-looking 18-year-olds.
Right.
getting into it, and then being killed. But he says there's none of that in this movie. All right, fair enough.
You like what you like.
You missed a bit of an exchange also earlier today, Biggie.
Real early.
The Halloween Kills trailer came on TV, a commercial for it. And I looked at it, and there was a scene. Like
There was a moment of silence.
Yes.
And it kind of caught your attention, I think.
Yeah, so I looked at the TV. Well, a light comes on the screen, and there's Michael Myers behind some victim. And I went, I went, and then so I watched. I had not seen that one before. Somebody turns.
He jumped out of his chair.
I did.
Yeah.
Somebody turned on an overhead light, and there he was. There's his face. And so I turned to Christian. I said, I'm seeing that movie today.
I am
doing it.
Clearing my calendar.
I said, I am seeing that in theater. I'm going to the theater to see it. I've drawn the line at Peacock. I am not.
You're not going to stream not another streaming service.
No, I will not get another streaming service. So I drew the line at Peacock, and I said, I'm going to the theater. I checked the theater listings. Okay. I went to the internet and I checked it. And there's the first one is the second one is at 1:40. Well, I have lunch with a colleague at noon, and I thought this is perfect. I'll end the lunch at 1:15. I'll go over to the theater and watch it. I said, done.
Win-win.
So I start texting my wife and to tell her,
Don't expect me home.
Yeah, I'll be home late. And Christian goes, who are you texting at 4 o'clock in the morning? I said, my wife. He goes, you're getting her while she's sleeping. I said, that's right. She'll wake up.
Good move.
I thought, she'll wake up. Nothing she can do. It's done. She's, that's
by the time she sees it, the show will have begun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She can't bother me during this.
You can't be distracted during the program.
During this?
This?
I can't be distracted during this. So I'm just going to get her right now, and I'll see Halloween Kills today. Mm-hmm. What a day.
By the way, after lunch with a colleague, I'm going to see a movie.
Yeah, I'm going to see
in a theater.
That's right. I'm going by myself to see Halloween Kills. Well, I would say 10 seconds later, my phone rang.
We were both surprised.
I was surprised. My phone rang 10 seconds later, and I looked at it, and I said, it's my wife calling. And Chris Demm
She must have had the phone right by her head.
Must have, because it must have buzzed and woke her up. And Chris Demm says, oh, she's not going to let you see that movie. I said, oh, what? You see who wears the pants. Well, I got this. So
we'll just see about that.
So I answer the phone, and I'm sure Chris Demm's end of it, he heard, okay, all right. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it starts at, but it's, but I don't want to get, but, okay, all right, love you.
And that was it. It was like, okay, I'll be home at 1.
It's the most embarrassing 2 minutes of your day.
It was just bam, bam, bam.
Nothing on this show.
Yeah.
As bad as your performance may be in Put Up or Shut Up.
Fact.
As badly as you bungle any of the headlines.
Yes.
As soft as your soft copy can be. Nothing can be worse than the 2 minutes you spent on the phone with your wife.
It was something. And on my end, it was, you're not going to see that movie today. You're already having lunch with a colleague. You're not going to do that. And I was like, oh, well, and my daughter's off school today. She has a teacher work day or something. And so she said, your daughter's home today. She's going to be expecting you home. And I said, oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Now, let me just throw this out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'll throw this out there.
Timing?
I have Peacock.
You do have Peacock?
Yeah.
You want me to come?
So I was going to say, if we leave here right as the show ends, I haven't seen the runtime on the movie, but it can't be. It can't be more than an hour and 40 minutes.
You'd think.
If we leave here right as this show ends, we can be at my apartment 10 minutes later.
Right.
We can have it loaded and ready to play.
Play it.
You could watch the movie with me, leave, and still make it to your lunch by noon.
Lunch. This lunch is really getting in the way of things. That's I could go to an 11 a.m. in the theater if not for the lunch.
Well, I think do we know the colleague you're lunching with?
Yeah, from News 2. My good friend.
Oh, I'll cancel for you. Him?
Something came up?
We were supposed to do it last week at something.
I thought you've already pushed it once.
We pushed it once, so it's, a dear friend, a colleague of many years.
Oh, I'll just message him. He'll be fine.
Was that? Yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. I'll be there. Love you too. Bye.
I might get Peacock. I'm going over to maybe getting Peacock.
As far as I know, it should be on. I'm paying $5 a month because I did the they call it premium, but like with the ads or whatever.
But are you gonna have ads during the movie?
I don't know. Actually, I should log in right now. I'll be able to tell.
Yeah, that would be.
But it says you can watch it with Peacock Premium. Now I don't know if that's. Then there's the next step up, the $9.99.
Well, I really want to see it at the theater, but my weekend is so booked.
Is it?
Yeah, I just
you got pickling.
I had that one window. I'm pickling. The Red Sox are playing twice. I got the Red Sox tonight, the Red Sox tomorrow night. It's going to be a tough one for me to get there. I don't know. That's a generous offer of you, Biggie. If I can fit it in, but it seems pretty tight though. And these new ones, I bet it's 2 hours. I bet it's 2 hours.
I got 145 on the
145
on the Google.
Well, anyways, I'm leaving early.
Was that?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
But I want to see Bobby in the theater. Okay, she's
okay.
But she's
okay. She's off school. Yeah.
That's my thing.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I got. I love you too. Bye-bye.
This is my one thing.
Embarrassing.
I'm not seeing Halloween Kills today. White Bread says,
will you have seen it when the group is all together?
I think you will, because I think you'll break. I think you'll break and get Peacock.
I do want to try everything I can.
So here, you know me. I can't stream. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what that is.
No.
If one says, "I would like Peacock, please," how quickly does it show up?
Immediately.
And then how quickly can you start watching Halloween Kills?
Immediately. You have to. All you have to do. You go like online to peacock.com. You register. It takes 5 minutes max, and then you've got it. Then you click on Halloween Kills, and it's there.
Okay,
you've got it.
I shouldn't be sharing this information.
Oh, you can give me your login.
I was going to say, you could watch it right now.
Right now,
I mean, we could watch it during commercial breaks.
Okay.
For like piece by piece.
I don't know though.
I bet I could. Look, we have a completely useless TV up there in the corner. I think.
Wow.
I think I could do some wiring, and I think I could get us.
Wow. To watch it now during the program, during commercial breaks. Wouldn't that be something to get it watched all through this
And we
show.
give live reaction.
Yeah. This is the way to do it. I mean, this is how we should be doing it.
I think timing-wise, it times out just enough.
Just right for us to watch all that. Okay, let's.
But it looks like I can get it and watch it with just the $4.99. I bet there's commercials in the beginning, I'm sure.
Yes.
I don't know if they half it, though, or if it just goes...
I've done that on Hulu. I've seen movies that they'll
half
just
in the middle,
commercial just
randomly.
Yes, and you know, with no rhyme or reason, just bam, they're just there. That we have the Hulu, the cheaper version of Hulu. So that's what we do. Okay. By the way, I will say this. I don't know if this is being off Celsius or what, but our mentor every day sends the 5 things Americans are talking about, the hot topics Americans are talking about, and for only the second time ever, we are 5 for 5 today.
What?
5 on 5 today for getting these. The first one is Bill Clinton. Former President Bill Clinton has been admitted to the hospital, which has just been, that news is just breaking. He's at the University of California, Irvine Medical Center. Sepsis. But he's going to be okay, it appears. He's responding well to treatment.
That's dangerous. He had a urinary tract infection, they said, which... I guess the infection or the bacteria got into his blood system, which is sepsis, right?
That's right. And my mother-in-law had the same thing. It's terrible. I had no idea. She had a urinary tract infection, my mother-in-law, a few years ago. And I thought, so what? Who cares? Ho hum.
Drink some cranberry juice and move on.
Give me an antibiotic. That's it. The doctor said, no, once it turns to sepsis, you're in serious trouble. And that's what happened to her. They fought it.
Yeah.
She was okay.
That's what killed my father.
That is what killed your father.
Sepsis. Yeah. I mean, he waited too long on an infection.
And
by the time they found it, I mean, truly, it's a 1 day apart thing. It can be, it can turn that quickly.
Yes. And when something like that, it gets in your bloodstream, and then there's nothing they can do.
Nothing.
And then it's going to happen. Luckily for the former president, it appears he's responding well, and they say he's going to be okay. I was just watching the news. You didn't see this. Chris Demm walked out 2 minutes before I did, but they were covering this story on the local Fox affiliate.
Okay.
And the guy, we like him. His name's Tracy Clemens, and he was doing the story, and he said, the former president is in the hospital, Bill Clinton. He and his former wife were in California and then he stopped. He goes, let me check that. That's his current wife. They are still married. They are still married.
Talk about breaking news.
Was that? Who said this?
I think you got it. I believe you got
Mr. Clinton, your ex-wife is here.
No. What's it?
What?
What was it?
The fog of painkillers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He better not say anything untoward.
And who do you want to have visit you, sir? Well, don't let Hillary in.
She's standing right there over the bed.
And the nurse, is there anything you'd like to watch, sir? There's a show I've been wanting to see. Can you turn to FX?
Yes. Well, apparently, this reporter who was doing the story said, the former president and his former wife, blah, 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 blah. And then he caught himself. Somebody in his ear goes, current wife.
Former first lady.
Check that. Current wife and former first lady. That's what he said, yeah. Former senator.
Former secretary.
Former secretary of state. Yeah, he had messed that up.
Classic.
Like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one he got on there.